Yes, my name is Maria Veve, and I'm a donation coordinator at LifeLink. I'm very honored to say that I've worked at LifeLink for almost 30 years.
Could you please describe your role and responsibilities at LifeLink?
Yes, at LifeLink, my roles are the following. First and foremost, I am the person that helps families understand and be able to honor wishes regarding their loved one being an organ and tissue donor. And these families understand if their loved one is a registered donor. If the patient or the loved one is not registered, then I offer them all the tools and resources to make the best decision for them.
Fantastic. So what is your favorite thing about your job?
I think the favorite thing that I have about my job is that I get to interact with so many people, and it's interesting how over the telephone you can meet so many people at once. The other part of it that I do enjoy is you get to really be able to understand different individuals and be able to heal and save lives and introduce that part of it to them. I feel that donation to organ and tissue donation is something that we offer, and once they say yes, I think a healing process begins, and that to me is phenomenal, and I really feel I'm blessed to be part of that.
So how do you feel that your experiences, either personally or professionally, help you connect to the mission?
I think as far as connecting to the mission, definitely personal and professional. My uncle, many, many years ago, was a potential organ donor, and unfortunately was able to not continue with the organ donation. That's why I think tissue is so important for me, because they were able to offer my family tissue donation. And that opened up so much for me. First of all, we're a very giving family. And second of all, it just allowed us to heal through that grieving process. And that's why I focus so much on that in my job professionally at this time. The professional aspect of it, I think, is being able to connect with people. And I was also very much involved in the building blocks of LifeLink of Puerto Rico. In my own language, I was able to do what I love to do. So I think a mix of, like I call it, a small cocktail of both areas, I think really does help me and motivate me and inspire me to do what I do.
So what's an interesting fact about your job that others might not know?
I think that because I work so much over the telephone, with tissue we have to work via telephonic dialogue, because we cannot be in every hospital every time someone passes away. So the easiest and best way and most conducive way is through the telephone. I cannot believe how much we connect over the telephone with an individual that we've never met before in their most difficult time of their life, and to be able to have that connection, and for others not to know how in depth those connections sometimes are, is just fascinating to me. I think some of us, when they look at what we do, they think we pick up the phone, not in any bad way, but they think we pick up the phone and we ask about organ and tissue donation. They don't really understand the trust that we have to build within seconds over the telephone. Then for them to open up and say yes, and then we have to go ahead and obtain very personal information from their loved one, because we have a specific criteria, and to trust us enough to go through the authorization process, to me, is a miracle. Every time we have a donor, to me personally, I feel it's a small little miracle that just happened. So I feel that that part of my job, sometimes others from the outside looking in don't see that part of it.
So August is National Minority Donor Awareness Month. Why do you think this celebration is important to reach out to multicultural communities?
I think it's very exciting. I think of it as in three parts. First of all, it's a tremendous opportunity. We could never bypass any opportunities to highlight diversity, minority, organ, tissue, and transplantation. And diversity includes a plethora of things. Second of all, I feel that we can highlight all that we've accomplished so far every single year in our diverse communities, regarding everything we've done with recipients, with donor families, with transplantation in all, and awareness specifically, and the community and public. And third of all, it's a trigger. It's, I think, a personal and professional trigger to everyone involved of so much more we need to do. So with those three things, I feel that's important. And this specific event and month, I think is very, very important to everyone involved in the community, especially with community relations and public. I give it all to the community and the public educators, because without them, we can't get as far as where we're at right now. And that month is alluding to all that we do in the public and the community.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you wanted to share or highlight?
Well, I want to make everyone know that's listening that organ and tissue donation is very, very important. Even if you've had a personal experience or not, just an altruistic gift that you can give to save a life and heal a life is just a tremendous opportunity and an ability to help others that are in need. And we can help so many people with one donation. And I think we need to really focus on that. A lot of us focus on what's going to happen, but we also need to focus on the lives that we're going to be saving and healing.